How many are actually in this
There's
colony?
about 9 or 10 now. We did manage to home 3 of them. Ones that are left are pretty skittish. So we've got 3 other neighbors who feed different days. So it's all taken care of 7 days a week. Somebody comes here. We use a clicker here.
Okay.
I use this in a lot of my colonies to tell the cats that people have arrived, because feeders sometimes come at different times.
So who pays for the food, Robin?
We pay for the food ourselves.
You do?
Yeah, occasionally there's donations, and somebody comes 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Wow.
Christmas, rain, snow.
How did you get into rescue?
I didn't mean to get into rescue.
None of us do.
I was looking for some kind of volunteer work that involved animals, and I didn't want to go into a shelter. And then I started to tap into the network of the rescuers in Toronto, like Toronto Cat Rescue or Annex Cat Rescue. You just become more and more involved, and you realize you have certain strengths that you can use and make a difference.
We have seen people showing real interest from a positive perspective on the work that we're actually doing here. And then also we've spoken with a resident who came up complaining about the colony of cats here and how they're using his backyard as a bathroom.
You know, I try to explain what we're doing,
Yeah.
explain that all the cats are spayed and neutered, so the colony is going to
We're containing
diminish
the problem.
Yeah, containing the problem as best we can.
And was he satisfied with your answer?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't. Thankfully, he wasn't. You know, you run into some angry people. He seemed like a reasonable person, and I think he feels bad for the cats. But
Yeah.
that's a common complaint.
Here we go. Come on, baby.
Being compassionate about these animals that are homeless through no fault of their own. And what many people forget, is cats are domesticated animals. You know, they are not wild animals. They can't create dens. They can't create nests. This is why these shelters are life-saving. Otherwise, they find some kind of shelter, but they're not necessarily warm. I mean, before a lot of these shelters, people were finding cats frozen to death.
Of course.
And now, I think it really does help their survival, their long-term survival.
These colonies as feral colonies, implying out of control, nasty, not sociable in any way, shape,
Yes.
or form. But that's actually not the truth.
No.
And is there not a movement afoot right now to start repositioning it as community
Yes,
cat?
think of them as community cats. They're not feral cats, really. I mean, they are a product of abandonment at some point.
They came from
They
the
came from
community.
someone either losing or abandoning their pet, who then reproduce in these cats. It's a reverse of domestication. They become wild, but they are not wild animals. And so you cannot think of them as squirrels or raccoons. And so they need our support, and they are community animals. You show up and you've left them with a full belly. That's right. And it feels great. I can't take them home. I wish I could. I wish I could take all of them home. I've taken more than my share home. I've taken some colony cats home. Some of them can adapt, but at least I can provide them with food. I can provide them with some shelter. And most colony cats actually look very healthy. Cats in managed colonies look good. Their fur is generally good, and they're pretty chubby unless there's something wrong with them or they're really old.
Cats are set for another day.
I'll be back again tomorrow.